We are back for the Rose Bowl CFP quarterfinal here. Ohio State already up 7-0 over Oregon. We just wrapped up our live coverage of Texas-Arizona State, the double overtime matchup, as Ohio State is currently driving against Oregon. Back-to-back big plays out of Jeremiah Smith have the Buckeyes deep in Oregon territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 following a 12-yard Jeremiah Smith catch. He is already up to 3 for 86 and a score. Our apologies for being delayed to this. You can blame the double overtime quarterfinal Texas-Arizona State matchup. We will be live for the remainder of this game. 1st and 10 Buckeyes now. Howard, play action. Looking downfield, overshoots Carnell Tate, the intended target. That will bring up 2nd and 10. Ooh, what a day. Timon, appreciate you doing double duty on the mod stuff for us today. Very kind of you, Timon. I'll get with Petey and we'll give you raffle entries for something at some point. 2nd and 10. Oregon, I don't even know what the hell happened on the opening drive. I'll check at the timeout and do some box score scouting. 2nd and 10, trips right for Ohio State. Play action for Howard. Under pressure, stepping up, going to go down. Got back to maybe the original line of scrimmage. Not much else. Jordan Birch makes the tackle. So 3rd and 10 for the Buckeyes. Howard is 4 of 6 for 116 on a score, with Jeremiah Smith feasting early. They attacked the slot a lot in the first matchup of these two teams, but Smith right now on the boundary side, left side, the single receiver there. Safety cheating that way. Howard against the 4-man pressure. Looking, stepping up, throwing late, incomplete to avoid the sack. And you would figure field goal time here for the Ohio State Buckeyes on 4th and 10. Happy to be here. What a day it has been. OSU channel wondering, where is Petey? Well, still on suspension for his Tennessee takes. So 4th and 10, they will punt, actually. Guess they don't trust fielding, which I also get. Little poocher is away and will bounce at the 5 and misjudged by the Buckeyes, and it's a touchback. Lorenzo Styles didn't read that one right and bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon will come back out. So what has happened so far? I assume a lot of us were not watching because we had double overtime in Texas, Ohio State. 1st and 10, Buckeyes opening drive. 30-yard gain to G. Scott from Will Howard. Incomplete on 1st and 10. Then a 45-yard touchdown throw from Will Howard to Jeremiah Smith for the score. Jordan James, 1-yard loss. Dylan Gabriel, 5-yard catch on 2nd and 11. 3rd and 6, Dylan Gabriel to James for a gain of 5. And then on that last drive, 29 yards to Jeremiah Smith. 1-yard run by Quinshon Judkins. 12-yard catch to Smith, but then 3 straight incompletions / a sack for no gain by Will Howard. A 36-yard punt was a touchback as opposed to a 50-ish yard field goal try. Or actually longer than that, I suppose. It would be more like a 55-yard try. 54 maybe. We will be live for Ohio State, Oregon, the remainder of today's game. We are simulcasting on our Ohio State YouTube channel and the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Georgia Notre Dame has been rescheduled for tomorrow in light of the tragedy down in New Orleans, the attack in the French Quarter on Bourbon Street. Been a day. We will go through the sponsors later on. We're all getting reset and set up here. We'll go to the super chat menu and more here. We've got yellow, which you can't really tell it's yellow, I guess. Okay, there you can tell it's yellow. I didn't want to do green because I thought the shots would blend in too much, and they also blend in on yellow apparently. So yellow and red. The yellow is nice and cold, fresh out of the freezer. $10 for shots for Ohio State and Oregon. I didn't want to do green because I was worried the green would blend in too much there. We will do the Venmo 50-50 raffle if we get enough entries. At What Going Downey, $20 to enter that one. At What Going Downey. I thought we were going to have a nice 15, 20, 30-minute break between Texas, Arizona State, and no, we were late because, of course, we were late because that's how things go sometimes when there's a double overtime thriller between Texas and Arizona State. So Oregon back out here on offense for the second time of the day. Ball at their own 20 following the touchback. Gabriel, swing past James. James will get about 2 on that one. Oregon decked out in the chrome helmets with the green wings and the green jerseys. OSU in the whites, silver pants. Oregon in the white pants. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Dillon Gabriel in the shotgun. James to his left will drop back. The lefty hit as he throws. Incomplete. Think that was JTT who got some pressure for the Buckeyes on that one. Was indeed JT Tuimoloau got his hand on the elbow of Dillon Gabriel, and that ball floats incomplete. 3rd and long. Type in those 3s for 3rd down here. They motion out a receiver right. And Gabriel barks out signals here. Gabriel drops back. 3-man pressure with a spy. Over the middle. Almost intercepted. It falls incomplete. Double coverage there. Caleb Downs looked like he was playing a robber coverage there. Screaming in. Almost made a diving interception on a slant route. A delayed slant, really. Man, Downs probably should have caught that ball, actually. That goes through his hands. He takes a big hit from a teammate there. So 4th down. Downs will go right back out there for punt return duties. It is away a line drive. Bad punt. And bounces at the 45 and spins backward. A shake. A shake by the Ducks, and Ohio State will take over at about their own 47-yard line after a terrible punt. That is a 33-yard punt by Ross James. And the Buckeyes will take over with fantastic field position in this one. Let's hit both sponsors here, rapid fire, real quick. Yeah, we'll do short ones here. We'll kind of treat it like we're still in the first 30, basically. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. Game Time is the place for last-minute tickets to your next big event. Download the Game Time app, create your account, redeem code CHATSPORTS, Chat Sports, for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Links in the comments and the description of today's show. Terms do apply. Use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Today's show also made possible by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. It's the best place to get real money sports action. Pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. OSU 7, Oregon nothing. This is the Super Chat menu for today's stream. You're cheering for Oregon? We'll do yellow shots. It looks like piss. It doesn't. It's nice and cold from the freezer. It doesn't look appetizing. But yellow shots for Oregon, because I thought the green screen would disappear, but it also is kind of just, that's how it goes. We got that is a lemon lime flavored one, because I don't like straight vodka taste. Fruit punch for Ohio State, $10 shot. Your team will do shots for it. We will do the Venmo 50-50 raffle as well. Gave away $100 in the Texas-Arizona State game on the Venmo 50-50 raffle. $20, I can slap Stone. Sloan can slap me. $50, I will do a beer bong as well. Did a couple of those. First one on this stream, I'll do 2. I'll do 2 beer bongs for the first 50 that comes in on this stream. And we appreciate Time in the Buckeye helping us out on the mod side. Shutting down all the annoying streaming bots. Ohio State, Oregon, the Rose Bowl did not wait for the delay, the long Texas-Arizona State game. They started on time because the Rose Bowl waits for no man. I'm seeing the first time the Jeremiah Smith touchdown run. Oh, my God, what a play. That's a designed 5-yard play, and he scored on it. Love it. All right. 1st and 10, Buckeyes. Henderson in the backfield. Howard throws high and caught by Egbuka. A gain of 8. Maybe 7 on that one. Hit that sub button wherever you are watching from. Whenever the Notre Dame-Georgia game is played, we will be live for it. Howard hands it off. Henderson going to get the first down and a little bit more on that run. Picked up, we'll say 4 on 2nd down. First and 10. Judkins has his helmet off on the sidelines. Don't think that means anything. Probably just the Henderson drive, but still. 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Howard in the shotgun. Ball at the 42-yard line. Play action. Looking. Over the middle. Downfield. Egbuka. A dime. A touchdown Buckeyes. What a throw from Howard. Right on the money. And OSU is up big. 13-0. A 42-yard strike to Egbuka. That was a hell of a throw from Will Howard. Right over the top of the defense. On the money. 13-0 Buckeyes. What a pitch and catch that was. And OSU extends the lead. Fielding's extra point is up and good. A 42-yard strike to Emeka Egbuka. And Will Howard is 6 of 9. Nice. For 165 and 2 scores. 2 high coverage from Oregon. They got Egbuka in the slot where Ohio State picked on in the first game. They just run a vertical seam shot from Egbuka. The left safety follows Jeremiah Smith. The right safety's late to adjust. It is a perfect throw from Will Howard. Over the shoulder, hits Egbuka, in stride, 0 slowdown. What a pitch and catch. In fact, it was actually tipped ever so slightly by Johnson, the Oregon corner. Doesn't matter. Lands in Egbuka's chest. It's Brandon Johnson, the nickelback. And Ohio State scores again. Christopher is into the Venmo 50-50 raffle Thank you, Christopher. First entry. And that is a touchback by Ohio State. Christopher Jackson, our first entry into the Venmo 50-50 raffle. We will do, at the end of the game, a 50-50 raffle. Thank you, Christopher. So Oregon now has to get going on offense. They're down 14-0. First and 10. Motion coming. Julius Lowe. It's a reverse for for Oregon. That is Tez Johnson, who's going to lose 2 yards. Denzel Burke was there to make the tackle. Second down. Job by Sonny Styles as well for the Buckeyes. Reading that play to perfection. The former safety. Second and 12. Screen back to Johnson. Johnson's going to get a couple yards on that one, maybe 4. Third and long again coming up here. We are live on the Ohio State football YouTube channel and on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. So make sure you guys subscribe. We'll check in on those sub counts throughout today's stream. $10 for a shot. You can pick your team. Ohio State, the red, the fruit punch, lemon lime, flavored vodka for the Oregon stream. Empty personnel here for Dillon Gabriel. They now bring 2 players in line. Gabriel, max protect, delayed tight end releases, finds the tight end, and it will be a first down. Terrence Ferguson gets the first down pickup for the Ducks. First down, Oregon. I think that's their first one of the game. I did miss the first drive as we were doing Texas, Arizona State. $10 for a shot. You pick the flavor color. 50, I'll do 2 beer bongs. Trips right, stack formation, handoff to James, bouncing it wide, and gets the first down. Jordan James, the running back, picking up 10 on first and 10. Five and a half to go in the first quarter. Dillon Gabriel, the Oklahoma transfer, leading undefeated Oregon. They're down by 14. Ball at the 47-yard line here. James gets the play action. Gabriel wants it all, taking a bomb, downfield, off the helmet, and almost caught, but it's incomplete. Igbinosun had the coverage on Tez Johnson, bounds off Igbinosun's helmet, and incomplete. For a second, I thought Tez Johnson might track that ball and pull it in bounds, but he couldn't stay in bounds, and it falls incomplete anyway. Right off the helmet of Igbinosun. Johnson kind of got that ankle trapped up a little bit. Square off the helmet of Igbinosun. No flag, by the way, for any potential DPI. Second and 10. Handoff to James. Waiting and going to lose yards on that one. Nothing there is Ty Hamilton in the backfield. A tackle for loss to again bring up a third and long for the Oregon Ducks. This is the CFP quarterfinal at the Rose Bowl. Missed all the pageantry because the Texas game went long. It's fine. Third and long. Type in those threes. Third and 12 from their own 45. Gabriel in the shotgun. They got Terrence Ferguson out wide at tight end to the boundary side. Play like a one. The snap comes. Throws. Caught. And Holden cannot, I think that's Trayshawn Holden, cannot stay in bounds. He picked up about 8. And down 14. Do they go for it or punt? Holden seemed frustrated, but I don't know if he was going to be able to get the first down if he had stayed in bounds. Gotta wonder if you're a alert for the punt. This is the CFP Quarterfinals. Ohio State, Oregon at the Rose Bowl. Winner gets Texas after a double overtime thriller. Punt is away. A much better punt this time. Bounds to 10 and spins at about at the 9. A much better punt from Ross James, the punter for the Ducks on that one. The Super Chat menu, then we'll tell you about today's sponsor, Game Time. $10, Ohio State, fruit punch flavored vodka, and Oregon, lemon lime flavored vodka. $10 for that. It still tastes like vodka. I hate it. I had a lot in the first game. $20, the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Enter to win by going at What Going Downey. At What Going Downey for that. $20, you can slap me, or I can slap Stone. $50, the first $50 beer bong we get, I will do 2 beer bongs for. Since I'm feeling, I got all the adrenaline in the world, I don't feel a single thing I've drank. The second we sign off, oh boy. But I got the adrenaline, so it's fine. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. Game Time is the place for last-minute tickets to your next big event. They got a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. Makes getting tickets if your teams play live even easier. It filters out the fluff to only show you the incredible deals on great seats. Just waste time switching through thousands of different tickets. Download the Game Time app over at gametime.co. Create your account and redeem code CHATSPORTS Chat Sports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. But again, create your account. Redeem code CHATSPORTS Chat Sports for $20 off. If you want to get your tickets for the CFP Semifinals, make sure you're using Game Time. GameTime.co. Create your account using code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Now, Christopher Jackson is coming on through a $20 Venmo to slap me. So come on up here, Stone. Though, do not be afraid of slapping me hard. It is fine. I know there's the weird dynamic there because I'm technically your boss. It's fine. I am consenting to being slapped in the face hard. Make sure you're on screen there, too. There we go. Oh, ow. I know. I don't know if you got any hand, but you got my neck. got head and neck there. That's a good one. It's a good slap. I guess I'm not used to getting slapped in the neck. There you go. All right, Ohio State up 14-0 after the very long Texas-Arizona State game. Oh, God, he's him's back trolling Matthew Peterson. Oh, no. Oh, God. I still think he works for Chat Sports in some capacity. He's just trolling Petey. Looks like, by the way, Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern is what they just showed for Notre Dame, Georgia. Howard, toss left to Judkins. Judkins slicing and picking up 5 on that one. Second down coming up here for the Buckeyes. Inside of 3.5 to go now in the first quarter. Someone said Dylan Gabriel's the next Achilles Smith. You know, it's funny. Don't look at Oregon's depth chart. Howard hands it off. Judkins drilled after a gain of 1. Great tackle made by Derek Harmon on that one. I guess not the depth chart, but third down coming up here. He's him, says Matthew Peterson supported the Axis powers in World War II. Petey is a big World War II buff. I don't think that's true though at all. By the way, Achilles Smith Jr. is committed to Oregon. That's what makes that comment funny. He's a 4-star quarterback. 3rd and 4 from the 15. Oregon brings 4. Howard, downfield. Smith makes a leaping grab. First down. Jeremiah Smith dominating Oregon early. One-on-one, sideline fade. Jeremiah Smith brings it in again. He is blown by 100 yards on the day. 4 for 118 as a run, picks up 5 for the Buckeyes. Will Howard is 7 of 10 for 197, and 118 has gone to Jeremiah Smith, making his statement to being the best receiver in college football, even though he's a true freshman. 2nd and 5 now for the Buckeyes. They go in tight personnel here, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Fake the handoff, rolling right. Howard overshoots Jeremiah Smith. They ran the exact same play they did on the touchdown, where Smith is split out to the wide side, comes across the formation on a drag. Howard just ever so slightly overshot him, and Smith will get a much-deserved breather on this one. 3rd and 5 here for Will Howard. From the 48-yard line, Howard will go shotgun set. The Prize Picks flex play is about to hit already, by the way. Howard needs like another 50 yards. Not even. 20 yards. Low snap, corralled by Howard. Throws, caught, Egbuka, first down and more. To the 35, to the 32, taken down there. Another first down for the Buckeyes. Type in those ones. Minute 24 to go. Just a great play, standing strong amid the face of pressure from Will Howard, who has been very impressive. He has already hit the Prize Picks flex play. He's at 212 in the first quarter. Ohio State is dealing against the Ducks. Motion from Tate. They fake the handoff, a quarterback power. Howard will lose a yard. Brought down from behind by Mateo Uyunglele. That is DJU's younger brother. Potentially the final play to come here of the first quarter. I think you did get me with some hand. My ear hurts. That's fine. That's what makes it fun. 2nd and 10. From the 33-yard line. 2 backs. Howard barking out signals. Tight end and receiver. Call it pony personnel. Howard, reverse handoff to Judkins. Judkins stiff arms a man and gets past the 30 and breaks a tackle and picks up 6. And that will be, I believe, the final play of the first quarter. It will be. Ohio State 14, Oregon nothing. The Buckeyes have allowed 37 yards of offense by Oregon. They've got 233 yards of offense. It shades the Tennessee game. An early, dominant Buckeyes performance up big in the CFP quarterfinal in the Rose Bowl. Go through our Super Chat menu and then tell you about Prize Picks, one of the other today's sponsors here. OSU up big at the moment. We saw a wild finish in Texas, Arizona State. The Super Chat menu today, same as what it was for the previous quarterfinal matchup. $10. You choose which color shot I do and flavor I do. Ohio State fans will do red fruit punch flavored shots. I wish this was still cold. It's very warm now because it was the same one we did for Arizona State. You'll notice that no Arizona State fans were watching. Very, very light. Fresh out of the freezer, Oregon. It's yellow. It looks like something nasty. I promise you it's not. Promise you it is lemon lime. Low-proof flavored vodka, $10 for that. $20 to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle at What Going Downey for that. Christopher Jackson is already in to the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Thank you very much, Christopher. He also did a slap earlier. I can slap Stone. Stone slaps me. That ear feels weird. And when he got me pretty good. And the first beer bong that comes in today, I will make it 2 beer bongs. We'll do a 2-for-1 beer bong here for the first $50 super chat that comes in on today's show. Download the Prize Picks app over at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. It is playoff season, and it is the best place to get real money sports action. With 10 million members and billions of dollars in award winnings, PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. We did on the PrizePicks slate today. We did Marquand Stovall more than 31.5 yards. We got there. Will Howard has already passed 1.5. We should have taken the easy way out there. We just need one more Carnell touchdown to max out, to hit the power play. We did the flex play. We can still get all 3 and come out on top there. Just need Carnell to hit a touchdown. That's it. That's all we need. He has not got, he got, I think, a target. No, that was incomplete pass from, no, he got a target. That was right. He got one target. Download the PrizePicks app over at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. Buckeyes football here. End of the first quarter. First play of the second quarter coming up. It is 3rd and 5. Buckeyes have outscored their opponents 35-0 in the first quarter. Lots of supers to get to. Stand by. But a big 3rd down coming up here for Ohio State. They're at about the 28-yard line here. Got to get to the 23 for a first down. Tate comes in motion from right to left. Howard looking, throwing, broken up, incomplete. Good coverage there by Oregon. Try to go to Jeremiah Smith on a drag. Evan Stewart broke it up. He's him, says Matthew Peterson, supports National Socialist parties. And if Howard had looked towards Carnell Tate, he was wide open for a first down pickup. We have seen kicker woes all throughout the college football playoff. Jaden Fielding began the year 8 for 9. He is 1 for his last 4. This one, a 46-yard try from almost on line with left uprights, and that kick is high, and that is good. 17-0 as the Buckeyes take a 3-score lead. Roland Coconut says, "Go Bucks, beat the Ducks." Also has the red, white, and silver heart emoji as well. Get to a Buckeyes channel super chat as well in just a second. But first, Chris Jackson says, "All right, 2 it is. 2 beer bongs." If there's the red one, grab one of those for me. Or if there are the red ones, I should say. I guess that is what I said. Yeah, they're on the alcohol. Get to Yusuf's super chat here in just a second. Thank you, Chris Jackson. Everyone spam Chris in the comments section. As Oregon will get the kickoff here in just a moment. ESPN doing some weird timeout usage because they're playing ahead of the Texas game. Oh, no, they're not doing that. They're showing some Jeremiah Smith player comps. Yeah, it's fine. Pink is the best we'll do, I think. Bad job with that last one, I guess. There's still some in there. I don't know. Pink and orange make it a little bit more red, right? Fielding's kick is away. And a touchback on that one. Is that Chris Carter on the sidelines today? Pretty sure it was. Like 95% sure that's Chris Carter. Big old air bubble is out. Here we go for Chris. Oregon football. I have another one here in a second. Gabriel in the pistol. James behind him. It's a handoff, and James met and hit. That's Sonny Styles again? No, it's Lathan Ransom. Gain of just a couple there. Couldn't tell if it was 6 or 8. It was 8. And a Ransom lays the lumber. Second down, and we'll say about 7.5 here. Yusuf, the $5 super chat. Thank you, Yusuf. Appreciate it, my friend. Gabriel in the shotgun. Now going to flip James to his left. Four-man front. They do a handoff toss, basically, for James, who's going to get 2 yards. That was like he kind of tossed it, but like also handed it off. It was a very short toss if it was anything there. 17-0. Buckeyes up as Simon makes the tackle there. Bottoms up. Oof. 3rd and 6. From the 29-yard line. Motion coming. Gabriel over the middle. Throws low and caught. Held onto by Holden, who, if memory serves, is the Bama transfer. Good catch by Trayshawn Holden. That was a low throw from Dylan Gabriel. Not great ball placement. Holden dives and traps that ball around his arms. Hand off to James. James cuts it up and hit hard. A gain of a couple. Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles make the tackle there for the Buckeyes. 2nd and long here for the Ducks. Oh, we got a Lathan Gower super chat here. Second and 8. And James goes nowhere again. Like Williams brings him down for really no gain. Another 3rd and long for the Ducks coming up here. Type in those 3s. Lawton says, Oregon shot, Dylan's a folder, and UT sucks. Winner gets Texas today. Try the lemony lime vodka. Good yellow color that looks better than it is on screen. Looks more like that than the actual glass. 3rd and 8 coming up here for Gabriel. OSU brings an offset blitz, throws high, caught, but it's not a first down. Tez Johnson made the grab. Jordan Hancock made the tackle, and this is 4th and 3. At the 48, you probably got to go for it. You're down 3 scores. Type in those 4s for 4th down. For you, Lawton. Lemon lime dilutes the vodka taste. Let's put it that way. Big 4th down. OSU showing a 5-man pressure package. And timeout called. OSU didn't like what they saw. So 4th and 3 coming up here. And a big 4th down at that. Spam your 4s for the upcoming 4th down here. I think at halftime we'll take a break for once because I need to eat pizza. So just build a scoreboard, bump the music up, and play that at halftime. We'll pin comments. We'll be back. 17-0 here in the first half. About 10 to go. A little over 10, I guess. But we will be live for the remainder of today's game. We will be live for the Georgia-Notre Dame delayed game tomorrow. That game will not be played tonight following the attack in New Orleans, as the FBI still sorts through what happened down there. So that game will be played tomorrow. I believe they have announced kickoff time at 4 p.m. Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern, which then allows ESPN to also have the Gator Bowl afterwards. So probably not an accident on that front. But 4th down coming up here. Spam your 4s. We are doing the Venmo 50-50 raffle at What's Going Downey to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle. So lock in on that one. Christopher Jackson is already in. $20 to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Someone said room temp whiskey is rough. Got room temp Northern Aggression right here, which I couldn't take as much vodka, so I had to move to that. It was not fun. This one is nice and cold. This one is fresh out of the freezer. This one is room temp. And I don't like room temp vodka. Not that I ever like vodka in general, but rules of rules are the rules here. 4th down coming up here for Oregon. About 11:13 to go here in the second quarter. OSU called their last time out. The Buckeyes have fed Jeremiah Smith today. He's got 4 catches, 118 yards. Will Howard, 8 of 13 for 212 and 2 scores in the first quarter alone. They have not tried to they did not try the Michigan game plan of run. Then they said, F it. Throw it to Jeremiah Smith. He's down there somewhere. Emeka Egbuka down there somewhere. OSU wins will have a triple cast of Cowboys, Ohio State, and Maine. That's funny. 4th and 3 coming up here. Big 4th down, 11:16 to go here in the second quarter. They added 3 seconds on the clock with the Ohio State timeout. Well, Oregon's got 60 yards to OSU's 223. Big differences there. Motion coming. I think that's Tez Johnson. Gabriel drops back, looking that way. Resets, under pressure, throwing late. Nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete. Buckeyes take over. That should have been a pick and maybe a pick 6, but the Buckeyes hold strong. Gabriel, late over the middle, is not a throw you ever want to make. Gabriel was just, they got nobody open. They're running a mesh concept, mesh sit down. That is a terrible throw by Dillon Gabriel. That is not open. That should have been a pick by Simon and might have been a pick 6, frankly. That is a horrendous decision by Dillon Gabriel. So OSU takes over in Oregon territory, ball at the 48-yard line. And they're going to motion Judkins from out wide into the backfield. 2 tight ends right. Egbuka in line. Handoff to Judkins. Judkins picks up 5 on that one. Up the middle off the right side. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Devin is into our Venmo 50-50 raffle. Hell yeah, Devin, let's do it. I don't think I've said hell yeah before on a show, so that might be the alcohol talking, if I'm being honest. Devin Hoochin is in. Thank you, Devin. We need 1 more to run it post-game. We'll get there. 2nd and 5 for the Buckeyes. Howard. Play action, going to roll left. Reset. Wants it all. Downfield. Open Jeremiah Smith. Touchdown Buckeyes. Another one. How do you forget to cover the best receiver in college football? A 43-yard score. Jeremiah Smith. It's 23-0 Buckeyes. I mean, just a blown coverage by the Ducks. Jeremiah Smith. I did never tweet out that we were live on these channels, but whatever. Extra point is good. And we got a Rose Bowl rout. It's 24-0 Buckeyes. What happened here? Let's see. They got Smith in the slot. They've attacked the slot against Oregon. And Smith just runs a vertical route. And the outside corner goes with the tight end, and nobody goes with Jeremiah Smith. How do you let that happen? How? The one guy you have to cover. And Ohio State is up 24-0 over Oregon right now. This has not been a competitive game so far. Oregon has 60 yards of offense. OSU has 24 points. This is CFB 25 BS. 24-0. The Buckeyes pounding Oregon, with the winner taking on Texas next, or I guess, week plus. Actually, no, a week and change. in the CFP Semifinals. What a time to be alive. We are live on both the Chat Sports YouTube channel and the Ohio State Football YouTube channel. Happy to have you guys all here. Sub to whichever one you are watching on right now. It is the Buckeyes 24, Oregon nothing. You know, Lathan threw in a super chat. Oregon shot. Dylan is a folder and UT sucks. Dylan Gabriel, 8 of 12 for 47 yards right now. Has been a just until Will Howard has 255 yards through the air today. Jeremiah Smith is at 5 for 161. It's unbelievable. Oregon has just gotten punched in the mouth and has yet to respond. As good as that Texas-Arizona State game ended up being, this one might be a snooze fest. This is... Oregon's got to... they haven't run the ball well, period. Jeremiah Smith has got 5 for 161 and 2 scores. Honestly, if Jeremiah Smith was draft eligible, we'd be saying he's the best receiver in the class. He's a true freshman. You get 2 more years of this stuff. Every 5 or so years, give or take, there's a player who's like, hey, can we change the rules? This guy's clearly good enough already. Adrian Peterson did it. I think Mike Williams, which actually didn't end up working out. They tried to, though. Every now and then it's like, yeah, this guy's him. There's no doubt. That is the case with Jeremiah Smith right now. Unbelievable. He is... Shoot, I almost want to just shut him down so he didn't get hurt from an NFL perspective. Not for OSU's, obviously. Man. Derek Stingley, that's a good one, too. Derek Stingley. It happened. Clowney, his sophomore year was he's clearly him. Hasn't been as good as Hope, it's clearly him. He just run a vertical post route. I guess a corner route from there. Still post from that angle. It's just wide open. He had to slow down to catch it. Tell you what, folks. Ryan Day ain't getting fired. It is 24-0. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Was Ohio State hustling everybody? Were they? Was this a hustle by the Buckeyes? Kick is away. That's a touchback. Fielding kicks that one about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Just unbelievable. Shut up the Jeremiah Smith quote. Let everyone know right now, if you play a man Wednesday, we're taking a shot. He ain't lying. That's all they've done. God, the confidence say, we're doing this if you do this. And they've done it. Gabriel going empty personnel here. They motion Noah Whittington in the backfield. Wide splits, handoff to Whittington. Absolutely nothing there. Blown up in the backfield by Tyleik Williams. A loss of a yard. Boy, the Buckeyes look electric. And by the way, Jordan James is going back to the locker room. That is a sizable loss for the Ducks. We'll keep an eye on him. So Noah Whittington, the transfer in the game at running back. Gabriel throws an out route caught out of bounds. Tez Johnson picks up about 7 on that one to bring up 3rd down and manageable here. Noah Whittington began his career at Western Kentucky. 3rd and 4. It's a full 4. 31-yard line. Got to get to 35. Gabriel barking out signals here. Gabriel drops back. Looking. Under pressure. Going to roll left. Throwing. And nearly picked off again. It's incomplete. Nearly a diving interception made by the Buckeyes, and it is a quick 3 and out. It was Caleb Downs again, almost picking it off. I think that was Downs. Yeah, he's just carrying the drag route across the formation. Receiver falls down. Downs goes up over him and almost makes another interception. That's twice now. Downs should have picks twice. So punt team on again. One bad, one good. This one good, although actually maybe not. That is along the sidelines. Where will it be marked out of bounds? 30, 34-yard line. OSU is up 24-0. And I think every Ohio State fan right now thinking to themselves, all gas, no brakes, step on their throat, run up this score. Will be Buckeyes ball with 9 and change to go in the first half. I like Yusuf's comment. I don't care if it doesn't have any picks. If he keeps making plays like this, we might win by 40. Yeah. What? Let me. I'm going to pull up, by the way. That was a 35-yard punt, by the way. That's 2 bad punts by Oregon. I mean, you've heard of Team 40 Burger, right? How about Team 40 Burger in the first half? Buckeyes are approaching it. They're up 24-0. 9 minutes to go in the first half here. I'm going to pull up the live spread for Ohio State, Oregon. It's 22.5. I can't recall the last time I've seen a spread that high in any playoff game. This was supposed to be the good playoff game. Like, not Texas Arizona State. What's up, Stone?
I mean, I'm just so impressed that these past couple games for Ohio State, forget the offense. That's been incredible, obviously, but the pads are popping on defense. Yeah, they're smacking everybody. They're flying around. It's unbelievable.
They look like they're all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Yeah. You're right, though. They're flying around. They're making hits. They're stopping the run. They're stopping the pass. I mean, Oregon's run the ball 9 times. They have 12 yards. Oregon looks shook right now, which how can you not be? You're averaging all of like 2.5 yards per play. You can't win games doing that. Buckeyes have run the ball 9 times, 26 yards, includes a sack, but they're averaging 18.2 yards per pass. Will Howard's at 255 right now. I mean, talk about draft stock boosting. Howard might be a top 5 QB when it's all said and done based on this run. He looks awesome. Now, F it, Jeremiah Smith down there somewhere works, but still. Vids at 70-0 Buckeyes. This is just this has been, these first halves, these first quarters, outside like the one unlucky interception by Tennessee that kind of got back in the game, Buckeyes have dominated. They've been dominant. I mean, you look right now and you're like, this is the best team in college football. It's not even close right now. And what's funny, if it wasn't for the expanded playoff, they don't get in. They don't get in at all. And Day probably gets fired. Instead, here they are, 2.5 quarters away from being in the CFP semis. They showed the injury for Jordan James, and I didn't see what happened. But Tez Johnson also getting worked on the sidelines for the Oregon Ducks here. Boy. So Howard. Handoff. Henderson. Henderson's loose 40, 50, 40. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, 5. Another Buckeyes touchdown. It's a blowout in the Rose Bowl. 30-0 Buckeyes. Off the right side. Untouched. 66-yard score. TreVeyon Henderson. What is going on in this one? Can we super sim the second half? Smith is laughing on the sidelines. JJ Smith is. I mean, he's off the right side, and there's just nobody over there. My goodness. extra points to make it 31-0 is good. And over the netting, no less. It's just... The numbers game isn't right to the right. Henderson gets to the edge, and there's no safety over there. Someone said they're going to send Oregon back to the Pac-12. I mean, we're going to see Julian Sayin again in this game. We're going to get Julian Sayin real reps. My goodness. My goodness. Oregon's got 66 yards of offense. The Buckeyes have 31 points. Vincent, remember, it's a second half team. They might not be today because it don't matter. I mean, you can't come back from 31-0. You can't do it. I mean, OSU is just firing up the crowd here. My goodness. Get Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin some reps for next year. Holy cow. This is a dominant performance for the Buckeyes. It's 1st and 10 Oregon, 8:47 to go. Handoff. Whittington is going to lose two. JTT in the backfield again. Oregon don't know what hit them. They have to just straight up abandon the run. They can't run the ball. It's got to be Dylan Gabriel, Evan Stewart down there somewhere. They've got 10 carries for 10 yards. It's 1 yard per carry with no sacks involved. 2nd and 12. Gabriel in the backfield. Shotgun. Pressure. Screen. Batted down. Jack Sawyer. He almost picked that one off too. That was the leap to break up the screen, and he almost picked it off. This is unbelievable. I think even OSU fans feel bad for Oregon fans right now. To lay an egg in the biggest game of your lives like this. Gabriel, 3rd and 12. Has got time. Going to roll left. Throws. Nearly intercepted again. Caleb Downs, a diving pass breakup. Oh, Trayshawn Holden is pissed on the sidelines. I think he was open before that ball came from Dylan Gabriel. And Downs will go back for the... That's 3 pass breakups by Caleb Downs. Again, a diving PBU. 4th and 12. Look, I had money on OSU. I did not think this was how the game was going to go. Punt is away, and it's another kind of mediocre punt. Caleb Downs slides for the fair catch at his own 38-yard line. We got 7:50 to go in the football game. This is not a typo. This is not an error. You are not dreaming. It is 31-0 Ohio State. A 38-yard punt by Oregon's Ross James, who is averaging 37 yards per punt today. Stat sheet says the first one was done by Luke Dunn, by the way. Well, it is Ohio State football in a game that is over. Unbelievable so far. Howard in the pistol. Smith in motion. Looks like zone. Handoff to Judkins. Judkins breaks a tackle and gets the first down and more. Past midfield. Picks up 14 on that one. And Oregon just looks... Oregon just looks demoralized. They just look like they know what's going on. They know it's over. They just look like they're getting blown off the ball. They look uncomfortable. This is just shell-shocked. It's so good, Michael. Good word for it. 1st and 10. Howard, handoff to Judkins. Judkins stiff arms a man and picks up 5 on that one. I do still want to do the Venmo 50-50 raffle at the end of today's game. At what going Downey to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is 20. Got to get one more to run it. Chris Jackson says, poor fellows. Oregon's gong's bad. Oregon is bad, I think is what he means, really. But I thought this was going to be like a 3-point win by Ohio State. Not a 31-0, 6.5 to go in the first half lead for the Buckeyes. Howard jet touch pass to Egbuka. Egbuka's going to get about 5, maybe 4. Depends on the spot to bring up 3rd and short. Winner gets Texas on Friday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. We will be live for it. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We will be live for that game. It's going to be a triple simulcast on Maine, Ohio State, and Texas. 3rd and 2. Howard, a quarterback sneak, and he gets it. Oh, my God. How about a 3rd and 2 quarterback sneak? We got 2 supers from Colby. We got hit, by the way. 2 of them, same comment. We missed that one. Sorry, Colby. Oh, we did? We'll go to the new one then. It says OSU is winning it all. I mean, it feels like it, right? Texas didn't look great against Arizona State. The other side of the bracket looks very shaky. Buckeyes are going to be your favorite. Chris says, sure for the spelling. My God. Hey, typos happen, bud. 1st and 10, low snap. They reverse it to Jeremiah Smith. Smith going to cut it up and get 4. A run for Jeremiah Smith. 31-0. Clock is ticking inside of 5 to go in the first half. Buckeyes inside the 30 here. From the 30. 2 tight ends. Howard, play action, quick throw, caught, 1st down, Carnell Tate, just shy of the 20. Might mark him there. A 1st down pickup, a gain of 10. I mean, that's just, you ran a hitch route for a gain of 10. That's easy stuff on an RPO there. Typos happen, Chris. Not a big deal there. At what going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. At what going Downey. $20 to enter for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. From the 20, inside the Prize Picks red zone. Howard, looking end zone to Tate. Overshoots him, incomplete, out of bounds. They took a shot fade there to the veteran receiver, which I need for my Prize Picks slate. And they'll bring back out Jeremiah Smith, who is just unbelievably good. Nikki is into the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Nikki Clenard. Thank you, Nikki. Take home is now 30. Howard in the shotgun. Hands it off to Judkins. Judkins only going to get 2 yards. 3rd and 8 coming up here. They're well within field goal range, obviously. Third and 8. Gets a Chris B and the Sky Warrior super chats momentarily. Howard in the shotgun. 3 to the right. Drops back. Howard. Time. End zone overshoots his intended target, TreVeyon Henderson, on a running back wheel route. And they will bring out the field goal unit, and Oregon gets a moral victory to hold them to a field goal try. Fielding on for the try. Chris Beasley, this is embarrassing for the overall number 1 seed. Yeah. You're down 31-0. And I get OSU's talented. You beat them once already this year. To get the doors blown off you with 3:04 to go, a 36-yard try to make it 34-0 for the Buckeyes, fielding a bit of a high snap crowd that is dead center and good into the crowd over the netting behind the uprights. 34-0 Ohio State over Oregon. What has been the best team in college football, undoubtedly, all year long. There's no debate. It's Oregon. Oregon's been the best team. No doubt about it. Oregon is getting pounded by OSU. 34-0. The Sky Warrior 2. Don't doubt my Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's go. Go Bucks. I mean, this has just been... I don't think even Ohio State fans thought that this was going to happen, that this was in the range of outcomes. 390 yards on offense for Ohio State, 64 for the Ducks. Cheers to you, Sky Warrior. Buckeyes fans can start celebrating. Buy your tickets now for the semis. And some pushing and shoving going on that they did not show, but there was some of that going on there. 34-0. The Buckeyes up over the Oregon Ducks in this one. What a performance by Ohio State. And Oregon just, you got to go get points here. You got to go 2 for 1 and give yourself a prayer. No Jordan James, Noah Whittington in the backfield here. Gabriel the lefty, play action, drops back, throws, check down to Whittington for a gain of 2. I mean, Jim Knowles has Oregon in fits right now on offense. That's the Ohio State defensive coordinator. Dylan Gabriel will look to the sideline here. 2.5 to go in the second quarter. 15 on the play clock. Motion from with Tez Johnson. Back in the game. Handoff. Whittington picks up 4, which, by the way, is the second longest run of the game for the Oregon Ducks. It puts him at positive carries. They are at 11 for 14. Runs of 11 and 14 today. They've got 9 runs for -1 yards today, outside of their 2 longer runs. It's insane. 3rd and 5 coming up here. This is unbelievable. Ohio State is just demolishing Oregon. Demolishing them. Everything they want to do, they have. If Ohio State wanted to keep airing it out, they could. But they're not. They went ground, they went time control on that last drive. It was a 10-play, 43-yard drive, 4.5 minutes. 4 minutes, 50 seconds, which is almost as long as any 2 previous drives combined. Domination from the Ohio State Buckeyes. Domination. And this has just been Ohio State in the CFP, only in because of the expansion. They would have been short otherwise. Looks like the best team in college football right now. They blew out Tennessee. And they're doing even worse things to Oregon at a closer game for Oregon, coming off the bye. And the Ducks have done nothing positive all game long. Just a dominant performance out of Ohio State. They will likely get, scoreboard, Texas in the CFP semifinals. Penn State awaits the winner of tomorrow's Georgia Notre Dame game. I'm thinking of Burt Auburn, the kicker, for some stupid reason. Georgia Notre Dame game. That has been delayed to tomorrow. We will be live for it, thanks to the unfortunate terror attack in New Orleans. Barring additional delays, I don't think is going to happen. I have not followed up any of the news stuff because we've been live for the past, since 1 o'clock. Since 12:30 Eastern. We've been live for 6 hours here. That's how it goes. I enjoy it. It's fun. Or, wait, that's 7 hours, isn't it? Whatever. Close enough. We'll be live for Georgia Notre Dame. The winner gets Penn State. And then we will play CFP semifinals. By the way, Back 40 Attraction LLC wants a slap. So, got to do it again. You can go full screen for this one here. We will do it probably before this upcoming play by Oregon. I really thought this was going to be a great football game. Like, if you had told me, hey, a game went to overtime and went, wow, Ohio State Oregon was that good? Wrong. Wrong. All right, let's do it. Yep. Oh, what's a good one? That's a good one right there. Thank you, Back 40 Attraction LLC. Second and about 9. Sorry. 3rd and 5. Looking at the wrong last play. A motion Whittington in the backfield to the left of Gabriel. 3-man pressure. Gabriel rolling, running, throwing, and caught! I thought that was going to be picked for a second. Between triple coverage, Terrence Ferguson comes down with it for the Ducks. Clock will run at the 40. I want a replay on that one. That was a tight window throw. Motion from Tez Johnson. Gabriel in the shotgun. Drops back. Rolling left. Resetting. Wants it all. Uncorks a bomb. And it's overshot both Ohio State's Denzel Burke, and I believe that was Trayshawn Holden. It's actually Tez Johnson. And that's just, Tez Johnson isn't even trying on that route. He kind of gave up mid-route. 2nd and 10. Motion from Tez Johnson to the left. Minute 26 to go. Gabriel rolling left, stepping up, now spinning under pressure and goes down. 3 defenders led by JT Tuimoloau for the sack. Gabriel looks uncomfortable back there. He had time. That is a 4-man pressure from Ohio State that he doesn't have to leave that pocket. He rolls it and steps into pressure from Tyleik Williams, and JTT finishes it off. Third and 16. The Ducks are letting clock run. 47 seconds to go here in the half. Gabriel drops back. Time. Looking. Throwing. Caught. First down, Holden. Past the 40. He's loose. Cutting it up. Down the 23-yard line. Oregon will call timeout. 30 seconds left. Somebody did something wrong there. I don't know why Igbinosun pulls up on that play. It looked like cover 2. Pump screen. Under pressure. Gabriel dancing. Throwing to Whittington. Whittington tripped up by Caleb Downs. Oregon did not call a timeout. And now they will. Which they'll probably add like 2 seconds back on there. Not calling a timeout there was questionable to me. Like, you only lost probably about 5 seconds, but you got 2 with 16 left. You're not going to have that much time to justify keeping those timeouts. You probably got 2 or 3 plays at most here. Good tackle by Caleb Downs there, by the way. Open field. Jay Bucket says Chris Paul hits a huge tree to cut the lead down to 42. It's an all-time meme, and it's spot on right now. We are simulcasting on the Ohio State football channel and the Chat Sports YouTube channel. This is the final game today. Notre Dame, Georgia delayed till Thursday due to the unfortunate attack in New Orleans. I wonder if Oregon thought that Holden was out of bounds on that play. There's 17 seconds left now. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 19-yard line inside the Prize Picks red zone. Gabriel in the shotgun. Play action. Drops back. Looking. Under pressure. Rolling left. Looking. Running. Scrambling. Out of bounds. 9 seconds left. Ball at the 13. 3rd and 1. So again, that timeout, you're just going to carry one into the half here. Probably cost yourself, instead of 9, it could have 16 or so. 3rd and 1. 9 seconds left. And honestly, it's 4-down territory. Like, a field goal does you nothing here. From the 13, Gabriel over the middle, caught by Whittington, spinning and hit high and hard. Timeout, Oregon. They'll probably add a second back on the clock. Whittington got drilled on that one. 1st and goal, and again, don't you wish you had those 7 seconds back? Could have taken 2 end zone shots. Now you get 1 with a few seconds to go here. Ohio State aiming for the shutout in the first half. 34-0 right now. Oregon does get the ball to begin the second half of action. But this is as somebody said, Chris Paul cutting the lead to 3. The win probability is at 99% right now for Ohio State. About as high as you'll see. It's on the ESPN side of it. 1st and goal. You got 1 play for the Ducks. 1st and half, really. You don't have time to run 2 plays. You got a timeout. You're at the 5. Play clock's down to 15 already, by the way. They're going empty personnel. Bunch left with 3, 2 to the right. Motion coming. And timeout called right at the buzzer. I believe that was called by Ryan Day. I think Day's lost some weight lately. Looks a little bit thinner. In a good way. I could use that. 1st and goal. 3 seconds to go here in the first half. It's, hope and prayer of a miracle, but best case for Oregon, which I'm almost at the point, by the way, like, you just start going for 2 every time. You're down by so many. You might as well. It's not how teams operate. I get that because you're down 5 scores right now, but like I'd think about it. I really would. Gabriel in the shotgun. 2 left, 2 right. Terrence Ferguson tight in the slot, waiting to the flip side to the right. Holden in motion. He's on the right side too. Gabriel looking left. Now resets. Under pressure. Tucking. Throwing. Back of the end zone. Touchdown TreVeyon Holden to end the half. So Holden, a 5-yard score. Oregon avoids getting shut out. Great job by Holden. That is a left foot in very clearly. Right foot was not in, but it's college. Just need 1. Good play by Gabriel. Great play by Holden, back of the end zone for a score. And they will go for 2. You're down by so much, you might as well. Empty personnel here for Gabriel. Motion from Whittington. They fake the jet pass, rolls left. Gabriel looking, throwing, end zone caught. 2-point play is good. Justice Lowe in the back of the end zone. And we go to halftime, 34-8. Oregon will get the ball to begin the second half. Build that halftime scoreboard, and we will step away because I need to eat food. And Ohio State blowing out the Ducks 34-8 as Stone builds that halftime scoreboard. Appreciate all 5,000, almost 6,000 across our 2 streams watching live right now. Halftime coming up here from the Rose Bowl. Oregon will get the ball to begin the second half, but they are down 34-8. It was 34 unanswered by the Buckeyes to begin today's game. This is the final college football playoff matchup of today. Notre Dame, Georgia has been postponed to tomorrow due to the tragedy in New Orleans in the attack on Bourbon Street. That game has been delayed till tomorrow. 4 p.m. Eastern Time is the current start time for that matchup. So do keep that in mind. Ohio State is up 34-8 as we get into the half. The win probability before that touchdown was at about 99%. It is currently at 98.9%. It was as high as 99.4%. So that touchdown drive and the 2-point play, less than a percentage point boost in the odds of Oregon being able to win. Will Howard is 11 of 18 for 269 yards. Nice. 3 touchdowns. TreVeyon Henderson, the running back, 2 carries, 70 yards. And a score. Jeremiah Smith, 5 catches, 161 yards, and 2 scores. Oregon has run the ball 13 times, including a sack by Dylan Gabriel, for 13 yards. The Buckeyes front has dominated. Now, Gabriel got going on that final drive at long last. That was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Took the final 3 minutes of action. And they needed it to have every hope of, even a singular hope, of coming back in this game. But Ohio State, who lost to Michigan, who made it in the expanded-only version of the CFP, the 8 seed against the number 1 seed Oregon, took it to the Ducks in the first half. 34-8. We will take a halftime break. Do not go anywhere. We will be back for the second half action. It'll be a good 15 minutes there. Do not miss out. Hit that sub button. Ohio State up big over Oregon. You can put an L3 up there. Works with it. Probably just a sub one. Ohio State channel, Chat Sports channel, live on all of them. Don't go anywhere. Second half action between Ohio State and Oregon set to resume here in the not too distant future. Ohio State up huge over the Ducks in the first half, 34-8. It's been all Buckeyes in this one outside of the final drive of the first half, which Oregon scored on and then got the 2-point conversion to cut the lead down to 34-8. Still a long way to go if you are the Ducks in this one, but at least there is some semblance of positivity coming out of the first half. Oregon, by the way, does get the ball to resume the second half of action, which kickoff coming up here in just a second. Kickoff coming up here from Jay Fielding, the OSU kicker. Been a lot of touchbacks so far today. With Oregon down big and the second half of action, the final CFP game, Georgia-Notre Dame, delayed to tomorrow. Kick is away, and a touchback again. And that is where the Ducks will take over. Down big in this one. Injury updates here. Hold on. Evan Stewart has been banged up since the pregame. Tweaked something. He has not played. It's prior red flag. I think they ruled out Jordan James as well. So 1st and 10 to begin the third quarter here for the Ducks. Motion from Tez Johnson. They're going to hand it off, and again, it's no gain. Tyleik Williams brought him down for a tackle. No gain as the Ohio State defense has shut down the Oregon ground game all game long. I mean, Tyleik Williams splits a 2-blocker combo and just slices in for what amounts to really a TFL. Oregon just looks unprepared. Lost. 2nd and 10. Get to Weed and Wife these 304 super chat momentarily. Gabriel drops back under pressure. Sawyer brings him down. It's a sack for the Buckeyes, and they pick up right where they left off. 3rd and about 20 coming up now for Oregon. Jeez. Jack Sawyer coming off the right side against Ajayi Cornelius. Blown up. Super chats to come. 3rd and 22 from their own 13. OSU playing off coverage. Everyone's at least 10 yards off the ball. Sawyer getting pressure. Gabriel stepping up, running, looking. We're going to throw downfield. Caught at the first down marker. The spot is short. Justice Lowe along the sideline. Probably not a great spot if we're being honest. The feet were in. On 3rd and 22, Oregon picks up 21. How did that happen if you're OSU? Local Guru says, drink up. Screw ESPN. This is better. Drink up. Glad you enjoy it, Local Guru. Make sure you guys are subbed. Be live for every CFP game as it's a keeper for Gabriel. Got it on the second effort for a first down. Read option for Gabriel. Baby shot. Thank you, Local Guru. That was close. Good effort by Caleb Downs trying to make the play. Bottoms up. 1st and 10 from the 35 now. Motion from Trayshawn Holden. Gabriel, play action. Has time. Over the middle. Caught by Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. Past midfield and ripped down by Sonny Styles. A gain of 15 plus for Oregon. We don't have the 304 super chat in just a second. Says Jeremiah Smith, best receiver since Ryan Flournoy. It's funny, I like it. Hitch route caught by Whittington for a gain of 5 or so, excuse me. Oregon down 34-8. 12 to go in the third quarter. They picked up a 3rd and 22. They got 21 on it to give the drive life. Excuse me. Putting that on the shot I just did. 2nd and 5. Thanks for the Super Chats, guys. Appreciate it. Gabriel in the shotgun. Ferguson now is the H-back, and a delay, a long draw to Whittington. That goes absolutely nowhere again. Oregon cannot run the football right now. The Ohio State defensive line, that front 4 of 4 likely NFL draft picks, has been dominant up front. Oregon has 17 carries for 2 yards. Now, there's about 17 yards lost on sacks, but that's maybe 18, 19 yards. That's still less than a yard per carry today. Or about a yard per carry. 3rd and 5.5, really. Got to get to the 38-yard line. Gabriel looking over the middle, high, caught, first down. Quinshon Holden inside the 30. Egbuka in coverage there. Lathan almost broke that pass up. Good effort. 1st and 10 for the Ducks. 10.5 to go now in the third quarter. From the 28-yard line, Johnson in motion from right to left. It's a play action from Gabriel. Gabriel under pressure, rolling left, looking, throwing. Got Terrence Ferguson, 10, inside the 5, taken down there. Gabriel finding some success on the move today. Ferguson fell down on that route, then got back up and picked up a nice chunk of change there. Just drifted downfield, like a good play there by Ferguson. So it is 1st and goal inside the 5 for the Ducks. A 9-play, 72-yard drive so far. Few more yards to go. Inside of 10 to go in the third quarter. Oregon trying to fight and claw and somehow come back in this football game. From the 3. Handoff up the middle. Nothing there. I think that's Jaden Lamar. It is. The sophomore running back listed as like 3rd on their depth chart. Or 4th on their depth chart. No Jordan James. Out with an injury. 2nd and goal from the 2. 9:15 to go in the third quarter. Clock continues to run here. Been a while since OSU's been out there on offense. 9 to go. Play clock down inside of 3. 2. They're knocking this off. 1. That's 0. And Dan Lanning has to burn a timeout. Flag comes out as well. I think the timeout got called first. 8:58 to go here. Yeah, OSU hasn't been out there on offense in nearly like 45 minutes of real time. Like not game time, but like real life time. Because they scored before the 2-minute warning. Oregon had the ball, they scored. Took a while. To halftime, extra long, stupidly long break. And then this drive by the Ducks. We're going to be approaching an hour by the time we get the next ball for Ohio State here. It's been, looking back at our time here, it's been about 47 minutes of real life time since Ohio State has been out there on offense. The Buckeyes dominating the Ducks, but Oregon on the verge of clawing back kind of sort of into this one. Down 34-8. They now have a 2% chance of winning the game. That has doubled since what it was earlier today when it was 99.1%. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 2. The Ducks had to burn a timeout. That might matter. Maybe not. We are doing the Venmo 50-50 raffle at the end of the game. At what going down needs to enter. Take home right now is 30 on the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Oregon has not lost a game all year. They beat the same Ohio State Buckeyes team in a game that went down to the wire earlier this year. And it is the Buckeyes that have dominated the first 2 quarters. It was a 34-0 start for Ohio State. Unbelievable opening to the game. It is going to be second and goal from the 2 for the Ducks. They're on a 10-play, 73-yard drive. We will be live again tomorrow for Georgia, Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. That game has been delayed due to the tragedy in New Orleans, the attack down there. Ducks showing signs of life right now, but they're still down big. Gabriel's had some more success, mostly buying time out of the pocket is where he's had his most success. It's mostly been covered up early by the Buckeyes. They were in 3rd and 22 on this drive, but Gabriel's gone 9 for his last 9 for 144 yards and a score. It's crazy. Second and goal from the 2. Gabriel under center. Whittington the running back. Gabriel barking out signal change here. Motion from the tight end. Handoff Whittington up the middle. Did he get in? Depends on the spot. Officials say yes. Touchdown Oregon. 34-14 now. A 20-point deficit. And Oregon, Dan Lanning saying we'll go for 1 here. Combo block. Tight end is hands wrapped around Jack Sawyer's neck. No call. Or sorry, it's JTT's neck. And looks like that is a touchdown from Whittington. Good sideline angle there from ESPN. And it is now a 20-point game. This to make it a 19-point game. Win probability. 97.2 now for Ohio State. 8:55 to go. Extra points is good, and it is 34-15. Ohio State has not had the football since they went up 34-0. They will now get their chance as ESPN does the very annoying 1-play extra point or commercial break. 1 point, 1 play, extra point, commercial break BSness. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. Game Time is the place for last-minute tickets to your next big event, or maybe last-minute gifts if you screwed up and forgot to get somebody something for the holiday season. You got a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. It makes getting tickets, see your favorite teams play live, even easier. Don't waste time pushing through thousands of different tickets. Download the Game Time app, create your account. Redeem code CHATSPORTS ChatSports for $20 off. That's gametime.co over there. And use code ChatSports. Terms do apply, but use that code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. The Super Chat menu today, $10. We can do Ohio State shots. It's the fruit punch flavored lower proof vodka. And Ohio State. Or Oregon is the yellow one. I know what this looks like. It's not what it looks like. I promise you. It's just yellow lemon lime flavored dyed vodka. I promise you that's all it is. It's not anything weird. Not what's his face from Dodgeball. All right. $20 for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. At What Going Down to enter that one right now. At What Going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is 30. It's rookie numbers. I want to bump those numbers up. $20 to slap me, or we'll slap Stone. And $50 for a beer bong. That's the Super Chat menu on today's show. Ohio State's up 35-14, still a 3-score lead. The Ducks have rattled off 10 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. 11 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. That took up about 9 minutes of game clock. And real life clock, it took up about 55-ish, so almost an hour of real life since Ohio State was back out there on offense. They will get that chance here momentarily. Kayla is into the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Thank you very much, Kayla. Appreciate that. Kayla Griffin is in. Take home is now 40 on the Venmo 50-50 raffle today. So we will have Ohio State football set to resume play.
Can Oregon get a stop? Because if they get a stop, we have a game. But I don't know if they can get a stop.
Ohio State's drives, 10 plays, 43 yards, field goal, 2 plays, 48 yards, touchdown, 10 plays, 63 yards, field goal, 3 plays, 53 yards, touchdown, 6 plays, 42 yards, and a punt, 3 plays, 75 yards. So their worst drive's been about 43 yards today. Might be the answer. But a lot of football left to be played here. So kickoff time for Oregon. This is Atticus Sappington on for the kick. What an elite name. And fair catch at the 7, so it'll be 1st and 10. Buckeyes at the 25. Emeka Egbuka called for the fair catch there. So 34-15. Buckeyes football. They're up by 19 here. And they get the football back. First time in almost an hour of real life. It's crazy to think about. Long halftime breaks will do that to you. Oregon did get the 2-for-1 special to cut into a 34-point deficit. They're now trailed by 19. Motion from Carnell Tate. Handoff to Henderson. Henderson up the middle is going to get about 3 on that one. Clock will continue to run here. Second down. And 34 unanswered by the Buckeyes, 15 unanswered by Oregon. Oregon had it 3rd and 22 on the last drive, and they got 21 and got the 4th down play. 8:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Howard and empty personnel. Motion from Henderson. They're going to fake it to him. Throws high, caught by Egbuka. Picked up about half of it to bring up 3rd and short. Jabbar Muhammad made the tackle on that one, on Egbuka. 3rd down, 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. OSU's shortest drive, 42 yards today. Touchdown, punt, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown, field goal. The majority of them have come on 3 plays or less. Howard going empty personnel. 4-man front for the Ducks. Got a linebacker in a spy set. Howard looking left. Under pressure. Feeling it. Throwing downfield. High. Incomplete to Egbuka. No flag. And Oregon forces their first 3-and-out of the day. And now they get a chance to make this a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter. That was Derek Harmon getting the pressure, I should say, for Oregon. So punt team on. Oregon back deep for the return. Punt is away. Fair caught at the 25-yard line by Tez Johnson. And that is where the Ducks will take over. There's 7:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ohio State 34, Oregon 15. Please don't go to commercial, ESPN. I hate you guys so much. The Super Chat menu for today's show. $10 Either Oregon shots, it's yellow, it's lemon lime flavored and dyed low-proof vodka because I know what it looks like. It's not that. It's yellow. And red for Ohio State, $10 shots on that front. The Venmo 50-50 raffle will be run at the end of today's game at What's Going Downey to enter the Venmo 50-50 raffle on that front. So we are already up to 40 in take-home, but I want to get to 100 again. So we did on the Texas-Arizona State game. At What's Going Downey for that. 50 for a beer bong, 20 to slap me or slapstone. The tortillas we have here. It will be Oregon football here coming up in just a little bit. They forced their first 3 and outs of the game. Their win rate is now at 97.4. So it didn't really change at all by forcing the punts. They got to get points, and they are down big at the moment. Still down by 19. They have rattled off 15 unanswered. Kind of, sort of, somewhat, a little bit claw their way back into this football game with about 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Now, we are simulcasting right now on the Chat Sports YouTube stream. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We'll be live for every single college football playoff game, including Georgia and Notre Dame tomorrow in the Sugar Bowl. That's set for 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be live for that game. We are also simulcasting on the Ohio State football YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed on both of those platforms, if you're an Ohio State fan at least, but also on the Chat Sports side. If we get to 393K subs, we are about 500 away. I will do another beer bong. Might even make it a jungle bong by pouring some of the vodka in as well, because why not? Well, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do a jungle bong for 393K. Hit that sub button. I'm willing to bet of the 4,000 plus and change, even we'll be on 4,000, frankly, watching live right now, bet at least 500 of you are not subscribed. Change that. Hit that sub button for me right now. So Oregon set to come back out here on offense. (34-15). At the Rose Bowl, sun beginning to set a little bit. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line for the Ducks. Gabriel rolling left, looking, resetting, over the middle, tipped, and nearly picked off again. Falls incomplete. That's 3 or 4 times now today. A tip ball or a near interception has happened to Oregon. OSU has not come away with any of them. Jack Sawyer got his hands up on it, and Simon almost picked that ball off, just a little bit past him. 2nd and 10 now for Oregon. 7:15 to go in the football game. Motion from Trayshawn Holden from right to left. Gabriel looking right, now resets over the middle, feeling pressure, looking, scrambling, goes down again for a sack. It's Jack Sawyer. 3rd and long. The Buckeyes got the Ducks in a 3rd and long on their last drive. They would go on to convert a 3rd and 22. Now it'll be 3rd and 16, 17, somewhere in that range. Sawyer brings him down. Ball at the 18. Got to get to the 35. 3rd and 17. Empty personnel for the Ducks. Again, they're showing 3-man pressure. They got 2 safeties playing 15 yards plus off the ball. 4 lined up across the 30. 2 across the 25. 3-man front for the Buckeyes. Gabriel drops back. Pressure coming. Stepping up. Gonna go down again. It's a sack. Buckeyes hold. A 3 and out. Cody Simon the sack. The Buckeyes back end is just locking up the Oregon Ducks. There's nobody open downfield. Now, if Gabriel had more time, maybe could have gotten, I think that was Tez Johnson on the crosser. Actually, might have been Trayshawn Holt on the crosser, but there's a safety lurking there too. So minus 13 yards on that drive, inside of 6 to go. Ducks on for the punt. Low snap, corral. They've had punting issues today. This one, Bad one. Bounds at the 45. Takes an Oregon Duck bounce. Gets an additional 10-plus yards. And will be downed at the Buckeyes' 45-yard line. As ESPN will take advantage again, it seems like, of the break in the action to go to yet another TV timeout. Because, of course, nothing like 2 minutes of play and then a TV timeout. That's not fun for anybody involved there. Buckeyes 34, Oregon 15. There's not a lot of time left to go in the football game. That was actually the longest punt of the day for Oregon. That was Luke Dunn. They've used 2 punters today, by the way. A 44-yard punt on that one. I believe that was Luke Dunn. That's what it said on the ESPN box score. So down to the Ohio State 44 line. Only went about like 30, 35 yards in the air. Took a forward bounce. OSU's up 34-15 here. Jack Sawyer's been sharp. Several sacks today. And frankly, I'll be honest with Stone, Dillon Gabriel is just running into pressure kind of nonstop today. He has not had a good feel for the pocket.
Yeah, I think this is probably the worst I've seen him play this year. Maybe he's had a couple other bad games I wasn't watching, but he just, especially early on, he just didn't look comfortable at all. He kind of had happy feet up there in the pocket and, like you said, kind of bailing a little bit too early and running into trouble.
The Oregon offense is quick hitting. Like, it's designed to have easy stuff for you, and when there's not easy answers, not unique to Oregon, there's a lot of teams that do this, you can see the issues there in the quarterback play. And I think you've seen it today with Dillon Gabriel. Just doesn't look, even against the 3-man pressure, he doesn't look comfortable. Like, he's running into sacks he doesn't need to run into. It's third and 15, man. You got to stand in there. You got to hold that pocket and not bail into the spy. Can't do it. At What Going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. At What Going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is $40. It's $20 to enter the raffle. I don't get up to at least 100 like we did for the Texas-Arizona State game. I would find that fun and nice there. So at What Going Downey for that. If you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed. I know many of the streaming sites are not in use right now. Someone's like, "Who snitched?" I'm like, "It's not like they've ever hit it. We all know it. We all know where it is. They know too. It's fine." Hit that sub button. We'll be live for every single college football playoff game. YouTube.com/GoBucks for the Ohio State live streams. And YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV for the live Chat Sports CFP games there. If we get to 393, I'll make it a Jungle Bong. I'll pour a little bit of the vodka in there as well. We had a bonkers game in the Texas-Arizona State CFP semifinal. 39-31, an overtime win for Texas, double overtime win. And now Ohio State jumped out to a 34-0 lead, 15 unanswered by the Ducks. Ohio State football at their own 44-yard line. Howard under pressure, throws late and high and might have been caught. They will say caught by TreVeyon Henderson for a gain of 1 on a swing pass. Winner gets Texas in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl CFP semifinal on January 10th. 2nd and 9 here. Three-man front, Howard a screen to Henderson. Henderson going to get a yard. Lit up on that one by Reed, the defensive back. Nick is into the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home is now 50. Thank you, Nick. 3rd and long coming up here for Ohio State. That's Nick D. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you too, my friend. Happy New Year. 3rd and 8. Ball at the 46. Oh, Oregon showing a blitz. They're going to bring 5. Howard slant caught by Jeremiah Smith. They go back to the superstar true freshman. It's a 1st down Buckeyes. That'll bring us inside of 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter now. First and 10, ball now at the Oregon 44-yard line. Jeremiah Smith, 6 for 171 and 2 scores. Egbuka in motion. 5 on the play clock. Play action, rolling left for Howard. Resetting, throwing. Smith makes a great two-handed grab along the sidelines. Makes the grab. That is a sky ball from Jeremiah Smith. Left foot in. Very clearly a catch. First down Buckeyes as he approaches 200 yards on the day. Not there yet, but he's approaching it. 187 now. Michael into the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Michael Kelly take home is now 60. Thank you, Michael. Run that at the end of today's game. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 34-15 of Buckeyes. Motion from Brandon Innes. Handoff. Judkins bouncing it wide. Gets to the edge. A clear face mask. And there's the flag for it. 2 flags come out. He picked up about 9. That's going to make it almost first and goal for the Buckeyes. I love when they're like, what do you mean, what did I do wrong? Bro, you got all of his face mask. His head goes sideways. So first down, Buckeyes, 2:46 to go in the third quarter. First and goal, they mark him down at the 7-yard line. Brandon Innes in the game at wide receiver as Jeremiah Smith gets a little breather here. Henderson, the running back. Pistol set behind Howard. 2 tight ends in there. Christian Bennett, I think that was, goes in motion. Under center now for Howard. Going to toss left to Henderson. Henderson finds a crease, hurdles, and he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They extend the lead back up to 25 and about to make it 26 with an extra point. And if you had hopes for Oregon, that will do it. A 6-play, 56-yard, 3-minute, 15-second scoring drive. And the Buckeyes, it's a matter of when, not if, they advance to face Texas in the CFP Semifinals. Kick is up and good. Just had extra linemen on that toss play. Henderson kind of didn't really hurdle anybody, but just kind of jumped over what would have been a tackling effort and just went right by him. Touchdown, Buckeyes. It is 41-15. Howard kind of just like leapt into the guy and got right over him. Another Venmo 50-50 raffle. Everardo Martinez is in. Take home is now 70 on the Venmo 50-50 raffle. That is Henderson's 47th career touchdown for Ohio State. This one is 41-15 with 2:19 to go in the third quarter. The kick is up. It is away. It will be a touchback for Oregon. They will take over at their own 25-yard line. As this game has been all Buckeyes outside of 2 drives, really. 2 drives today. See what Oregon can do here as the sun continues to set. The Rose Bowl at Pasadena, California. A lot of red. A lot of orange. Decent amount of green, too. Helps with the seats, I think. But a lot of red throughout there. Has not been the game the Ducks wanted. It has been the game Ohio State wanted. First and 10. Empty personnel. They'll fake a jet pass. Do a screen to the outside. And pick up 7, maybe 8 on that one. And that was Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end. Gabriel in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Has time. Over the middle. Check down. Caught by Whittington. Picked up 8. They actually gave Sadiq a first down on that last, which I was a little bit surprised by, but 2nd and 2 now coming up, so doesn't really change things too much there. Minute 40 to go now in the third quarter. Gabriel drops back to pass. Batted down at the line again by Jack Sawyer. Been playing fantastic football today. How many times have I called on his name? 6, 7, 8 now? Sawyer got them big hands up, and it bounces right off his elbow. 3rd and 2 coming up now. Third and 2. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Clock is stopped here. Play clock's down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The snap at 1. Play action. Gabriel stepping up, tucking, and is going to go down again. Lathan Ransom on a safety blitz brings him down, and it's now 4th down for Oregon. Really picked up there, and Gabriel just had nobody open, but instead of running forward, he just takes a sack. And they're going to punt. Punting on 4th and 4 with a minute to go in the third quarter, down 41-15. Oregon's going to punt. Let's just turn on a running clock. It is away. Fair caught at the 15. I cannot believe they punted there. Unbelievable. I cannot believe they punted that, Stone. That blows my mind.
They're waving the white flag. That's what
let's just put on a running clock here.
Yeah.
See you next year. Turn off the fan for me, too, if you don't mind. Howard's up to 3:01. There's 43 seconds to go, likely the final play here of the third quarter. Handoff to Judkins. Judkins gets the first down and a little bit more. And there is a flag, though, behind the play. Should be holding on the Buckeyes. Holding on the tight end. Lucas Merrick called there. I don't know about that one, but so be it. So instead of 1st and 10, we'll go to 1st and 20. Punt? Really? I just don't understand it. That just blows my mind. OSU does have to run one more play. There's about a 10-second difference between the play clock and the game clock here. Run play will take us to the fourth quarter, most likely. Handoff. Judkins is going to get 2 yards on that one, maybe 2. Might have been 1.5 yards. And that will do it for the third quarter. Ohio State up 41-15. Fourth quarter to come. The Buckeyes beaten down on the Ducks. Has been a Buckeye beatdown in this one in a matter of when, not if. This game belongs to Ohio State. They will get Texas on Friday. So keep an eye on that one. Hit that sub button if you haven't already done so. We are doing the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is $70. Get in on the action at What's Going Downey. That's at What Going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Get that set up here as we have the final quarter to come in what has been a wildly impressive performance out of the Ohio State Buckeyes. They have never trailed in this game, and they have been up by multiple scores since the, what was it? Since the 7.5 minute mark of the first quarter. OSU has punted twice in this game. Twice. The Super Chat menu here, $10 for Ohio State, Oregon shots. Not many Oregon fans in there. I don't blame you guys. I would just leave. This has not been fun. I don't blame you at all. Yellow for the Oregon shots. It's yellow, lemon lime flavored and dyed vodka because it's not pee. Maybe me saying it's not pee makes you think it is pee, by the way, but it's what it looks like. Ohio State red, fruit punch flavored, and lower proof vodka. Venmo 50-50 raffle at What Going Downey. Slap me for $20, or we'll slap Stone, the tortilla, both of them, for $20. $50 for the beer bong. That's for $50. We are live on both the Ohio State football YouTube channel and the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Whichever one you're watching on, make sure you guys are subscribed. We are approaching 8,000 subs on the Ohio State YouTube channel. So offer stands for that too. We get to 8,000 subs today. I will do what we call a jungle bong. Pour beer into the beer bong funnel and top it off with some vodka. We'll do the red one for Ohio State and make use of some of the yellow otherwise on that front. Hit those sub buttons, folks. Anthony Green is also in to the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is $80 on that front. Thank you very much, Anthony. We are at the beginning of the fourth quarter, a second and about 18 to come here. Or actually, they didn't back them up all the way 10 because of where they were at. So it's going to be more of a second and 15-ish to come. As the Buckeyes have just looked incredible today. Ohio State, after the disaster class against Michigan, dominates Tennessee. And then Buckeye brilliance today against Oregon. From the 10 now, second and 15. Handoff under center to Judkins. Judkins going to slice and pick up 4 to about the 14. That'll bring up third and long as Ohio State just wants to bleed clock here. Third and long here. Probably throw it on 3rd and 11. Try to get some more time bled off here. Trips right. Receiver left. Howard drops back. Quarterback draw goes down immediately. It's a sack by Derek Harmon. He has shown up today for Oregon. On a defense that has been pretty darn quiet, Harmon's made several plays for the Ducks. He read that draw to perfection. He kind of ran a stunt around the center. So the Buckeyes will punt. Inside of 14 to go here in the football game. It's 41-15 Ohio State. Punt is away from their own end zone. Fair caught at the 49 by Oregon. That is where they will take over with this game exceedingly out of hand. And oh, look, ESPN's going to commercial break again. I hate it. These games are so long when they don't need to be long. They don't need to take this amount of time. Like, we can skip some of the commercials. You got a ton extra in the Texas-Arizona State game. So today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. It is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. It is playoff time. It's now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. We did the flex play. Me and my boy Jack Lauderay, Melquan Stovall. Check it off, more than 3.5 yards. Will Howard had almost 200 in the first quarter. That was the easy one. Did not get the Carnell Tate touchdown, however. Maybe if it wasn't a blowout at the half, it'd be a different conversation, but 3 touchdowns to Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka. Tate just 1 catch for 10 yards. But how can you complain? Ohio State blew him out of the water. Download the Prize Picks app today over at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS. Win or lose, that $50 is guaranteed. We are into the fourth quarter here. We will do the Venmo 50-50 raffle at the end of today's game at What's Going Downey for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home right now is 80 with the Buckeyes up big over the Ducks 41-15. We'll get to Rose's super chats on the Ohio State side here in just a second. Appreciate everyone who is watching our simulcasts on the Ohio State YouTube channel and on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Has been a simulcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in for a game that has not been very good. Technically, I never saw Oregon even tied in this game because we were late getting over from the wild double overtime Texas-Arizona State finish. And when we got to the game, it was 7-0 Ohio State, and they were marching already. Their third drive. Oregon out there on offense now. Kind of becomes a question of how much longer do they keep the starters out there on both sides of the ball. It looks like a backup pass rushing unit out there for the Buckeyes, by the way. Starters out there in the back end. Pistol set. Gabriel, it's a trick play. They throw it back to the other quarterback, and out of bounds, incomplete. They threw it back to Dante Moore as lineup at receiver, and Gabriel wasn't open for the double quarterback pass play. So, okay. Second and 10, Rose. The Buckeyes fan, how do we lose to these guys? Football's football. Oregon's had a bad day at the office. Their first one in, seems like, all year. OSU had a bad one. Or not even a bad one. They just got outplayed the first game. OSU's played great. Oregon hasn't. It's football. So it makes the playoff side of it fun, frankly. Second and 10. Play action. Gabriel throws. Quick. Caught. A gain of about 6 on that one. That's Gary Bryant Jr. Third and long. 3rd and 5-ish coming up here. Haven't seen Evan Stewart all game. Was injured in pregame warmups. Ball was almost tipped again by Simon for the Buckeyes, but Bryant got it. 3rd and 4.5 here. Almost 5. Motion from Whittington. Gabriel drops back. Under pressure throws. Caught open. Terrence Ferguson to the 35-yard line. A first down Ducks with 12:45 to play in the football game. The 35-yard line, 12.5 to play in the football game. Gabriel drops back to pass. Rolling left. Maybe a hold. Backside, we'll see. Gabriel throws. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Looked like a hold. I think that was against Tyleik Williams. Yeah, right here. Let's see. Oh, that was the 3rd down play. They're going to show the potential hold. Guess not. Second and 10 here. 12:24 to go in the fourth quarter. It is the backup front four for Ohio State. No Sawyer, no Williams right now, no JTT. Backups. Gabriel, a screen to Quinshon Holden, who breaks a tackle and picks up 6. Ball pops out after he's down. That'll bring up third and about 3.5, maybe 4. For Holden's been productive today for the Ducks. Not a lot can be said about that beyond it. Third and 3.5. Gabriel and empty, 12 to go. Drops back, feeling the pressure, but has time. Stepping up, now backing up. Doesn't feel blindside. Goes down. A sack again. Gabriel held that ball forever. Caden Curry, the backup defensive end, brings up 4th and 11. Again, Gabriel, you can't hold the ball that long. Again, there's nobody open. There's just no one open, but you can't hold it for that long but to not get sacked. So 4th and 11, 6 sacks for the Buckeyes. They brought out the starting pass rush unit now. JTT, Williams, Hamilton, Sawyer. Gabriel throws way short. Tez Johnson cutting it up, dancing, gonna get the first down. A 5-yard drag, and Johnson picks up 7 after the catch to keep the drive alive. $3.25 away from $393K. If we get there, I'll do a jungle bong. Hit that sub button here on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. 1st and 10. Gabriel in the shotgun. Drops back. Looking, throwing, tipped in the air and incomplete off the hands of the intended target. I think that was Holden. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 now. Co-op Beats asking about Tez Johnson and Jordan James. Jordan James is out with an injury. Sorry, bud. That one was headed towards Whittington. My bad. Did not bring it in. 2nd and 10. Trips left. Gabriel drops back. Stepping up. Running. Shoveling late to Whittington. Backwards lateral. And he gets the first down to the 9. A little improv from Gabriel and a losing effort here. 10:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Gabriel did a good job to step up and run there and then lost his shoe, by the way, and shoveled it back to Whittington for an extra almost 10 yards, by about 7 really. 1st and goal for the Ducks. Who I think just called a timeout. They might be reviewing if that was a backwards pass. It sure looked like a lateral to me, though. Watching live. Lets it go at about the 22. Oh, wait a minute. You need the sideline angle there. And that looked closer on that angle replay than I thought it did live. But it's also not a great angle. It's not looking down line, looking more like this. Everything looks like it's more forward. I thought watching live that ball went backwards. I thought they might have called timeout because Gabriel's shoe popped off. But what'd you think there, Stone? Was that a backwards pass?
I'm totally with you on this one. I thought live, it was definitely a backwards lateral, I thought, but it's tough. But we haven't seen a great camera angle yet. So
we just said the one before ESPN went to another commercial.
Yes.
Because of course they did. We've got not a lot of time left in this football game. It has been all Buckeyes. 10:14 to go here in the 4th quarter. 41-15. Oregon has negative yards on the ground, thanks in large part to 6 sacks. Even without the sacks, it has not been a good day on the ground. Noah Whittington, 6 carries, 15 yards, a long of 12. Jordan James, 7 carries, 14 yards before his injury. Jaden Lamar had 1 carry for 1 yard. I think the 12 yards went to Whittington on that shovel pass, by the way, too, technically. It has not been a good day for Oregon at all. Call that a 3-yard Dillon Gabriel keeper, and then the 12 yards after that by Jordan Whittington, really. And that play is under review to see if it was a backwards pass or not. If it stands, it'll be first and goal from the 9. Oh, yeah, they're one of the stealth bombers overhead today for the Rose Bowl. That's pretty cool. Play is under review. I assume it's going to stand. It looked like a backwards pass watching live. Okay, here's an online shot. Gabriel lets it go at about the 22. Oh, that's grabbed at about the 21. And they back it up. That did go forwards. That head-on view was much better. That brings up 3rd and 13 for the Ducks. Illegal forward pass on Oregon. With 10:15 to play in the football game. Bunch quads right. Now they bring Tez Johnson in motion left. Delayed blitz. Gabriel downfield. Touchdown throw to Trayshawn Holden. I don't know about bringing an all-out blitz on 3rd and 13 there. It is now a 20-point game with 10 minutes to play as Holden scores again for Oregon. He's had himself quite the day. That does allow Dillon Gabriel to tie the FBS mark for most touchdowns in NCAA history. Make sure you mute yourself there, Stump. Not going to comment. So 20-point lead, 10 to go. Oregon in kind of that trick play field goal front. They're going to snap it, hand it off, and they don't get it. They had Terrence Ferguson lined up as the quarterback. Handed it off to Kenyon Sadiq, 2 tight ends back there, and they get stopped short. So still a 20-point deficit. It's a good throw by Dillon Gabriel. Man in his face, throws a dime to Trayshawn Holden, who's got 7 for 116 and 2 scores today. Jack Sawyer almost got home again. So we got inside just about 10 minutes to go here. It is still 41-21 Oregon. Or Ohio State up over Oregon, excuse me. The win probability is still at 99.9%. That touchdown didn't change anything. Did not even move it an inch. Did not change things. Sun has set in Pasadena, California for the Rose Bowl. 41-21. Got to wonder if the onside kick is going to come up here for Oregon. That's their only chance of a miracle. They shouldn't have punted on the one drive, by the way. Little pooch kick. Bounds at the 25. Goes behind TreVeyon Henderson. Picks it up at his own 9. And just going to run out of bounds at about the 13. Which is fine. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Inside of 10 to go in the football game. Still a 20-point lead for the Buckeyes here. Howard still in the game. Brandon Innes in there at wide receiver. No Jeremiah Smith. 2 tight ends. Howard under center. Hands it off to Judkins. Judkins going to bounce it wide. Get to the edge. First down past the 40. A big pickup there for the Buckeyes. Great job by Judkins bouncing it wide on that one. It was actually past the 30, not quite to the 40. That will bleed off even more time. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the football game. You can start building the post-game show if you haven't already. Innocent motion. Howard, a low snap, corrals, hands it off to Judkins. Judkins is going to get nothing on that one, but it will take us down inside of 9 minutes to go in the football game. Second down. Next snap will come inside of 8.5 to go in the football game. The Buckeyes up 41-21, and they are just bleeding clock here. Motion from Henderson. They jet touch pass to him. Henderson cuts it up, hurdles a man, gets the first down to midfield. TreVeyon Henderson looks as good as he ever has, even back to that magical freshman year for the Buckeyes. He has been on fire in the CFP. Ohio State team has been on fire, frankly. That'll take us down inside of 8 minutes to go in the football game here. Adjust the clock, though, when you have time. It's also 2 timeouts for Oregon, 3 for Ohio State. From the 48-yard line now, Judkins back in the football game. Jeremiah Smith back out wide right. 7:40 to go in the game. Keeper by Will Howard. Howard will slide down inbounds for no gain. Might have actually lost a half yard there. I don't like doing read options with your quarterback when this game's over. Like, just don't jeopardize a hit to him, you know? That will bring us down inside of 7 minutes to go before the next snap. Winner gets Texas on January 10th in the semifinals. From the 49 now, 2nd and 11. Howard in the shotgun. Motion from Carnell Tate. Handed off to Judkins. Judkins breaks a tackle, tripped up in the end, picks up 3-ish to bring up 2nd and long. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left. Probably just run this ball, by the way. You don't really care about, I mean, maybe you do care about getting a first down, but with best case, Oregon getting the ball back with about 6 minutes to go, down by 20, it's just not going to happen. Howard's been sharp today. Electric start to the football game. Howard in the shotgun. 2 left, 1 right. It's a pass play. Pressure coming. Howard throws through the hands of TreVeyon Henderson. And the clock will stop on 4th and 8.5 with 6:15 to go in the football game. And I suspect that is the last time we will see Will Howard out there on offense for the Buckeyes. Today, at least. 6:15 left. OSU will punt. We'll see if the Buckeyes starters on defense come out late in the 4th quarter here. Oregon bringing a pressure package. Punt is away. And it bounds at the 2 and spins and touched for a touchback by Ohio State. Don't think if they touch that football that's going to bounce in the end zone. And that was Miles Lockhart, the freshman. I think if they let that one bounce, it's fine. We are about 300 subs away from 393,000 here at Chat Sports. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Free videos, NFL, college football, NBA, you name it. We got you covered. We will also have the CFP Semifinals coming up in a little bit. The final CFP Quarterfinal tomorrow between Georgia and Notre Dame. We will have that game for you. And then NFL playoff games as well. Hit that sub button, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Free videos. If we get to 393,000 subs, we will do a jungle bong for you guys. Eli Aaron, I'll shout you out, says one-word reaction, unprepared. I don't even know if they were unprepared in this game. I think they just got the ass kicked. Like, there's nobody open. I don't think they've done a good job. There's a lot to blame to go around there, but, like, I just think they got outplayed and outcoached. Maybe that isn't preparedness, but Ohio State jumped out 34 unanswered. And it wasn't like Oregon was making stupid mistakes of, like, that's a bad play call earlier. It was just like there was nobody open on offense, and they could not stop Jeremiah Smith. I just think they came out flat, and they came out like they weren't ready to get punched in the mouth by Ohio State. Like they thought it was going to be a running game attack. It's just bad performance by Oregon and a great one by the Buckeyes. Again, Ohio State the past 2 games. I don't know what caused them to wake up after the Michigan loss, but it's worked. They have looked like the best team by a massive margin in college football the past 2 games. Like Tennessee was not a big underdog against Ohio State. They were dogs, but not by a ton. Not like Penn State, Boise, whatever. Not even Texas, Arizona State. Like that was a game Ohio State was favored in both these games, but the way they have dominated has been wildly impressive here. Wildly impressive. It has been. Ohio State looks faster. They look more physical. Their defense is playing with their hair on fire at every given moment. It's incredible. Gabriel's been sacked 6-7 times now. They got negative yards on the ground. It has been impressive stuff. So we'll see who comes out here on offense for Oregon. Is it Dylan and Gabriel? Will it be Dante Moore time? It's still Gabriel. Drops back, rolling left, stepping up, running, sliding for a gain of 6-ish to bring up second down. We are now inside of 6 to go. I'll shout out We Don't Wife These 304's thoughts on CT ESPN. It's funny at times. Sometimes it probably goes a little bit too far as Gabriel drops back on 2nd and 5. Quick pass caught for the first down to Justice Lowe. Funny at times. Don't treat it as a serious source because they just throw shit at the wall a lot. Treat it as Antonio Brown's account. Whatever. Gabriel drops back, check down, and a one-handed catch made by Noah Whittington, again for a gain of 5. Five minutes to go in the football game, and whistle blows. Do not review this. I'm not sure what the delay here is for, if maybe the clock had been messed up. Why are we reviewing a 4-yard play in a blowout? Why are we reviewing this? Whittington, one-handed grab. Very clearly a catch to me. Let's check this angle here. It doesn't really move. I think that's a catch. Why are we wasting time on a review? Like, this game's over. Let's just wrap it up. Just nonsense here. Last call for the Venmo 50-50 raffle. Take home is 80 right now. At what going down to get in on it? At what's going downy? Like, I don't know why we're wasting this time on a review. On a 4-yard play in a game that's over. Ridiculously inconsequential. And it stands. Come on. Just silliness. So 5 minutes to go. Oregon back out on offense here with a 20-point deficit. Lamar checks in the game at running back. Gabriel drops back. 4-man pressure. Hit as he throws. Skies one out of bounds. Or not quite out of bounds, but might as well have been incomplete. In the general area of Tez Johnson. 3rd and 6 to come. 4:52 to play in this one. As the Buckeye brilliance is a matter of when, not if, this game is over. Third and 6. Josh Connolly just got the play call. I don't think he liked it. He had a pretty visceral reaction there. They call this grounding? Clearly a miscommunication as to what the route was. That's not the intent of grounding. Whatever. Back him up. This is turning into a ref show, which I hate. Maybe it wasn't the play call. Kind of didn't like the call on the grounding. So inside of 5, and about 5 minutes of referee bullcrap here. 3rd and 14, ball at the 27-yard line. Motion from Lamar out of the backfield to the right. Gabriel stepping up, looking, pumping, dancing, and takes another horrible sack. And that is going to be a punt now. I would assume it's 4th and about 25. You had the guy in the flat. Got to take it, buddy. Gabriel takes another sack. And punt team is on. It is away. Fair caught at the 36-yard line by Brandon Innes. And Ohio State will come back out. And I assume we will not see the starters, but we might see maybe Devin Brown, maybe Julian Sayin here to wrap things up in this one. Hit that sub button if you haven't already done so. Simon's been incredible for the Buckeyes. .410 to go. Cody Simon's stat line, 11 tackles, 3 TFLs, and 2 sacks for the young kid. What a performance. Now they kept Will Howard in the game. Hand off to TreVeyon Henderson. Henderson picks up 8. I would get the starters out of here. This is out of hand. I wonder if they're trying to get Henderson to 100 yards. Which is weird. Like, who cares? And he's also got 4 carries for 81 today for that last 8-yard run. 3.5 to play in the football game. Buckeyes up. It's 20 points. Negative 43 yards on the ground from Dylan Gabriel. Thank you, sacks. Howard under center. Innes comes in motion. Snap. Handoff to Henderson. Henderson cuts it up and gets the first down. To near midfield, ball at the 49-yard line. That will bleed off another 40 seconds of game clock here. So it will be Ohio State versus Texas in the Cotton Bowl in the CFP semifinal matchup. Penn State awaits the winner of tomorrow's Notre Dame-Georgia game. First and 10. Howard under center. Handoff to Judkins. Judkins going to slice upwards and get a yard to midfield. That will take us down to the 2-minute warning. This one, matter of when for this game being over. Want to run the duck race here? Let's do that right now. We've got the entries here. We'll do that at the 2-minute warning. Christopher, Devin, and Nikki, Kayla, Nick, Michael, Everardo, and Anthony take home his 80 on the Venmo 50-50 raffle. A dominant performance out of the Buckeyes as we are at the 2-minute warning. Couple more plays left, and the Buckeyes will clinch the Rose Bowl officially. Take home for this Venmo race is $80. Let's ride. I will sip some water as well. Ohio State. Can't say enough nice things about the way they played today. Never in doubt. 319 through the air for Will Howard. Going to be 180 plus on the ground for Henderson, Judkins, and company. I think that this price says more about Ohio State than it does Oregon. We know Oregon didn't lose a game all year. They beat this team once already. I think that shows you how good Ohio State's playing right now. Nick D in the Spider-Man Duck is in first place. Nikki in Grandma Duck is in second. Devin, Christopher, Kayla, Michael, Everardo, Anthony all pulling up the rears here. Nick D holding to that lead with Superman. Superman Duck's in first. Here comes Everardo Martinez in a regular duck. Top hat duck from Devin. It's a narrow race. Everyone's in it. 3 seconds left. It's going to be Christopher Jackson. Can't recall the last time the one-seeded duck actually won. But we had it happen here. Christopher Jackson coming to you. The Venmo 50-50 raffle. $80 here. Cheers to you, Christopher. Thank you all for the entries. As we are inside of the 2-minute warning, we are a little over 200 subs away from 393K. Hit that sub button if you haven't already done so. We will be live tomorrow for Georgia Notre Dame in the delayed Sugar Bowl. Will not be happening tonight as planned. That game has been postponed due to the tragic attack in New Orleans. That game is set for 4 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. Oregon just did not have it today, but boy, did the Buckeyes have it again. They will advance to the CFP Semifinal where they will take on Texas. We are at the 2-minute warning. Why it takes so long, I don't know. But this game is about to be over. And we will sign off once it is over. And on the Ohio State channel, we'll have a post-game reaction for you. Second and 9 here. Still Will Howard and company out there on offense. Heavy personnel set. And a whistle blows. Probably for a false start. Again, why are Henderson and Judkins out there right now? Get them out. Put Julian Sayin, Devin Brown, and James Peoples in there, and let's just bleed clock. Oregon's not trying to stop the clock. Second and 14 for the Buckeyes here. Motion coming in here. Henderson, the running back. Henderson is going to lose yardage on that one. It's a loss of a couple. That'll bring up about 2nd and 17. Oregon's not even calling timeouts here. Again, I don't know why the Buckeyes backups aren't in. Gabriel looks like his night might be done too. He doesn't even have his helmet out right now. Might be Dante Moore time and garbage time. Howard will go under center on 3rd and about 17 here. From the 43, they hand it off to Henderson. Henderson dancing, cutting it up, and picks up 3. That'll leave about 20 seconds of game time left, and Ohio State will punt it away. A dominant performance out of Ohio State. Looking like the best team in college football as we move forward to the CFP Semifinals. Buckeyes just blow out Oregon. 2 straight performances that Ohio State looks unbeatable right now. And they get to face Texas in the CFP Semifinals next. And whistle blows with 30 seconds left. I think they took a delay of game penalty there. So punt coming up. OSU wins the Rose Bowl. They get to go to the Cotton Bowl now for the CFP Semifinals out in Arlington, Texas. Punt coming up here. Oregon technically outscored Ohio State in the second half. That does not matter when they were down 34-0. At one point. Jeremiah Smith cooked in the first half. 187 yards and 2 scores on 7 catches today. Howard threw for 319, most of it in the first half. Punt is away. Bounds at the 20 and out of bounds right around there with 21 seconds left. We'll see if Oregon even runs a play here. Kind of would wonder if they probably run a play, but you would wonder if just the kneel down and go home is a little bit better. Hop on a very sad flight. 3rd 300-yard game of the season for Will Howard, and it comes at a perfect time. A 41-21 win over the Oregon Ducks. 500 yards of offense for OSU today. It's impressive. Oregon will run another play, and it will be with Dylan Gabriel as well. He hands it off, though, up the middle, and that's a gain of 3-ish. And that is it. Oregon will not run another play. Ohio State 41, Oregon 21. A Buckeye brilliant performance by Ohio State. We will have our post-game show for you on the Ohio State football YouTube channel. Back live again tomorrow on the Chat Sports YouTube channel for Georgia Notre Dame. Hit those sub buttons. Happy to everyone who was along for the ride. We'll see you guys tomorrow.